told you. Let me get my headphones off. Fucking piece of shit on the fucking computer. Piece of shit. Want to have my voice. Want to have my dick. Want to have my face. It's all about that Melagella fucking hole, dude. I told you. Little girl saved my soul. You understand that? Yeah, she did. Little girl, that's Pepsi. I don't drink anymore. I had a 22 Guinness and I had a tall of hazy little thing. I usually drink all day because it's good and it tastes like oranges. You know, all day is good. Hazy little thing is good too because it tastes like grapefruit. I don't get much grapefruit as you can tell. Hazy little thing is good though. The green kind. I like it. I know I love Ronnie. I miss him. If he were here now, if Renee was here now, they would not believe this shit. And I wish they were alive to be here. The two, you know, they were so smart and they would just have the words of wisdom I need to get the fuck up on out of this situation. The jealousy is, in fact, off the motherfucking chain. They're taking advantage. They're taking advantage of her. That's right, baby. Taking advantage of you. They're not here to put any common sense in my head. And, little Ashley, I love her. She's a little hottie. Fucking stupid hot. Yeah, you are, baby. Stupid hot. Just like your mother. But I miss Ron the most because Ron, I don't know. Ron loved me for some reason. He didn't like anybody. He was a master of comedy. If you think I'm funny, he was hysterical. He was fucking hysterical. Master of comedy. He's not here anymore. And Renee would just not believe this shit. But Milabot knows. She fucking knows. I don't remember being an alcoholic. I remember. No, I do. It was the same thing as speed. It was all about OCD. OCD rules my drug habits. Massive alcoholic. Do not drink before 4 o'clock in my 20s. Massive rule. Never violate that rule. Only at 4 o'clock could you. And you're going to have to deal with a piece of shit. I'm sick in my voice. I'm sick of this dude showing me. Because I said drink water at the end of the art thing. He's showing me people drinking it. Get the fuck away from me, fucking faggot. I got fucking laryngitis and I'm sick, obviously. Emile Bot likes my voice. She jerks off to it slowly and listens on her phone. Dude, somebody sent me that gray sweatpants video, and I just fucking realized the other day what it meant. Little fucking bot. Oh my god. But anyway, the drink, yeah, I liked being an alcoholic because I was good at it back then. And I never got sick because you're an alcoholic, right? And you need to hit that magic chemistry. And the bar would open at about noon, you know, like they do. Around 4 o'clock, I stroll into the bar. And I drank so much that they stopped charging me for drinks. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of fucking drinking. They'd run a tab usually, or just forget about the tab, and just have me watch the door. And they'd put me by the door, and they'd say you can drink. Basically, they tell me you can drink all fucking night, provided you watch the door. If somebody gets out of line, it's your job basically to grab their head, grab him behind the shoulder, push him out, and lock the door. That's all you got to do. This was Schenectady back in the 90s. So that shit went on every hour on the hour. Like I said, motherfucking child molesters, crackheads, crazy motherfuckers getting out of prison, and they'd come right from Fishkill prison, right from Elmira prison, and get off downtown, right in front of the Blockhouse. Blockhouse is my preferred place to drink. Okay, and yeah, but only after 4 o'clock. And the restricted eating. I was an anorexic back then. I couldn't eat unless I had 12 or more beers, and it had to be at a certain time of night. My band's mother, my brothers in the band, Tim and Ted, their mother picked up on it one year. And she's like, Aaron, I don't understand why you won't eat with the boys. And I'd be starving too. And I'd be like, it's just that I'm not hungry. And she'd be like, I don't believe you. I think you should eat with the boys. And I'm like, no, that's okay. I love Judy. I miss Judy terribly. Judy was like my second mother. Kiss little Judy on the face. Beautiful woman with her beautiful boys, Timothy, Theodore, and fucking Alex. You all know this is no secret. And Nick, their father Nicholas, was a lot like my father. Quiet, reserved, and when he did speak, he spoke volumes. Usually he yelled, and if he yelled, he sounded a lot like Tim, like a lion, real loud, real clear. And Judy was an awful lot like Gloria, my mother. They even looked kind of like back then. I love Judy. I love Judy with all my heart. Judy used to look after me. Judy used to wash my clothes in all the bands and make sure my suit was good. And it was cool because she kind of knew that me and Ted were turning into alcoholics. And she ignored that because she didn't want us doing drugs. And that was her attitude. Just, you boys can drink. I'll get you drinks. But I don't want you doing drugs. If you smoke pot, you got to go behind the house in the woods. Don't let us know. But it's okay to drink. And it's okay. But yeah, I had a lot of OCD. I had a lot of restricted eating. Light switch fascination. I was fascinated with light switches. Fascinated with putting my hat on 100 times. Changing my shirts. If I left, I was often late for everything because I would have to take a bus everywhere. And when I would get on the bus, I would think that we let the cat out when I know we didn't. Or I'd think that there was a cigarette burning in the ashtray when there wasn't. And I don't know how Renee ever put up with me. I really don't. We'd have to get off the bus, make a phone call and say that we were being late. I'd have to go back home, and Renee would just be quietly fuming, like, what is wrong with you? And we'd have to go check the ashtray, check on the cat, check to make sure I had my leather jacket, my book bag. But yeah, Renee knew that. And oftentimes, I'd make Renee was the cook, so she would have to wait for me. And around 2 or 3 in the morning, she'd be like, can we please have dinner? And I'd be like, I think I can eat now. I've had 12 or more beers. I think we can eat. It's the same thing with the speed, which enveloped most of my life, was the Adderall and the Provigil and the Ritalin. And, yeah, it's got to be this way. She'd wake me up and then she was the same way. She started getting OCD. Every morning we'd put in, God, an Abby Hoffman movie or a Sylvia Plath movie or listen to tapes of Sylvia Plath or Anne Sexton in the morning, or Jim Morrison tapes of poetry in the morning, or John Milton's Paradise Lost, Paradise Regained. Um, we'd watch Andy Warhol movies in the morning. We would listen to books on tape. And she'd wake me up and say, "Baby, get up. It's 9:30. It's time to dose." And that was her word, and you got this prick on the other channel talking about dose, 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 which makes me really fucked up. Because that's a Renee word, and that's what we call, and that's what we call it. And if you read a pill bottle, it says dose 2 times a day. Dose this, dose that. He's busy talking about do. And man, it's like a fat show. And I'd wake up, or we would watch, one of the movies we used to watch on repeat was also, one of the movies I found at the library was one called Naked, which was a great movie. We used to watch that on repeat. We used to watch Man on Fire a lot. We used to watch quite a few movies. But we'd wake up every morning and that would be the soundtrack. And she'd give me my pills and she'd get up just like my mother does, or just like Summer used to do. Renee used to do that, just like Ray Charles said. Every morning when the sun comes up, she brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, yes, I know, hallelujah, I love her so. You know? Definitely. Every morning when the sun come up, she's there with coffee and 3 pills in her hand. My pills, granted, but still in all. She'd greet me in the morning with a cup of coffee, 3 motherfucking pills, and some Anne Sexton playing in the background for some Sylvia Plath. And you'd be like, this is nice. This is nice. And I'd lay there in bed and she'd blow my dick until 11, 10 to 15 minutes later when the pills would kick in. And we'd start the day. Painting the walls, throwing some fucking dice, all that shit. But it was ruled, my life was ruled by OCD. OCD was paramount over alcoholism. I don't know why that was. And thought disturbances. I drank because I had so many. It seemed like worse when I was younger. I had a lot of bad thought disturbances. I would envision the cat running out into State Street and getting totally fucking run over by a car. I'd envision the house on fire. I'd envision my girlfriend overdosing. So everything was quite like that. I remember the whole day being dedicated to buying 2 packs of USA Gold cigarettes. When they first came out, they were $2.50 at Stewart's, and at the time, $2.50 cigarettes were $5 in '97 or something. $2.50 was a hella deal, and spending the whole day just to get enough money for a 12-pack of Budweiser, because for some reason that's all I would drink, which isn't very. There wasn't very many beers back then to choose from. I preferred Sam Adams, but it cost a lot more. I think it was $13.50 for a 12-pack back then. I can't believe I remember the prices. So I'd kill a 12-pack, you know, and you constantly got your girl around you going, "Give me a beer, give me another pill. I'll be good, Daddy." But yeah, that was it, man. And my girlfriend's got used to it. I'll be out from 4 p.m. till 4 a.m. You know, I'm sorry, but that I gotta do this. Yeah, I lived a long life. I don't have time for little computer dicky games. My life was a misery. Do you really think I want to play on a computer about you look like this, you look like that? It's a miracle I'm still alive. I lost everything I ever fucking had. I don't want to play with this guy and his dick and his loser bunny and his other shit. It's like, would you please just get the fuck away from me?